What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tune in another edition of my vlog. Want to say thank you for subscribing. Thanks for all your support. And I always try to put out topics that get people talking. And I recently did a video about a friend of mine who was vegan, but he had a drug habit. And some people got in their feelings a little bit about being vegan or about being non-meat eaters, and they really missed the whole point. The point of my video was not to bash people who are vegan or people who choose not to eat meat. My point was that when people say, hey man, I'm healthy, I do this, I do that, and then you're stuffing your body full of drugs or you're consuming alcohol, you're really defeating the purpose of what you so-called being healthy. Your exercise regime and everything you do is contradictory. I mean, healthy body, healthy mind, healthy temple, but you have to keep it all within balance. So just because you don't eat meat or you're super skinny, but you do drugs, and somebody else eats meat and maybe they're not super skinny, but they don't do drugs, it means that at the end of the day, they're probably healthier than you because they're not poisoning their cells. They're not putting these things in their body that's going to attack their body eventually down the road. And, a lot of us don't really think about the long term. As long as we can pretty much move around and we can go places and do the minimal that's required physically, we think we're all right. And at the end of the day, as we've seen, having a healthy body also correlates with a healthy immune system. So, when you're overweight, when you consume large amounts of sugar, and, when I say drugs, people were thinking, predominantly cocaine, methamphetamine, pills, things like that, alcohol. Well, sugar's a drug that people don't talk about. There's a lot of, byproducts of foods that are like chemically enhanced that are considered, would be classified as drugs. So there are a lot of things that you wouldn't really call a drug that are drugs that, can poison our bodies in a way that weakens our immune system, makes us less healthy, more susceptible to a lot of the things that are out there. And we want to try to keep our bodies as pure as possible. And now, I'm not one to try to say, hey man, I consume a perfect diet, because I don't. I drink things that are what's considered like 0 calories, so I know they have an artificial sweetener. Some of the meats I purchase, they're not fresh, they're frozen, and or they're cut out the counter. So there's things that I do that's not perfect, and I know that a lot of the seeds out there that are from for the vegetables and stuff have been altered. So there's a lot of other things. So to try to balance it out, I try to do some things in my diet that contradict some of the negatives so that I could have a balance. But I'm not knocking a vegan. If you want to eat that, way, and you feel that it's healthier, and you've done your research, and you feel comfortable, and you're, in good spirits, man, more power to you, man. We can still go on and kick it. All I'm saying is that we got to create a balance, and, not being skinny doesn't mean that you're not healthy. Now, being overweight has, it can lead to a lot of different things. I've seen people where it can lead to liver issues, kidney function, heart function, certain, digestive problems. So, people say, well, it tastes good. I want to do what I want to do. I don't care. Well, you say that until you go to the doctors and they talk about amputating your toe or cutting off a finger or losing a leg. I mean, dude, take care of your body. I mean, what good is it if you have all this money, but your health is shit? You know, your health should come first and foremost, and not to be overly obsessive with it. It's not like you got to count every gram of protein and fat and carb. No, it just means that you take care of your body. You keep a balance. You drink plenty of water. You exercise. You don't consume excessive amounts of just sugar or alcohol or what have you. But you try to make sure that you can live to see your kids grown up, and you can enjoy the better things in life. So being overall healthy, man. I'm not one to try to judge the next person or say, hey, this body's better than that body, because there's a lot of body shaming going on out there. And that was also one of the reasons why I did the video, because a lot of people want to say, hey man, you're not this, you're not that. And we have to be considerate, but at the same time, motivate a friend or a family member to get in shape. And motivation, sometimes you gotta talk greasy, man. Some people are just flat out lazy. They're flat out lazy. They get mad at you because you want to eat right, and they don't want to be around you because you eat right, so they make excuses. And I feel there's no excuses. There's no excuses for anybody to be a lard ass, but at the same time, you don't have to, eat 2 grains of rice and 4 ounces of fish and be done for the day and drink water. You can have a good steak if you want it. You could have some grilled chicken. Just eat healthier. Get away from the fried stuff. Get away from the stuff that's very poor choices of different meats and things like that. And like I said, do your homework so that you can have a balance. But no way do I endorse. I mean, to make fun of somebody, that's overweight. But to me, if you're out here and you got to that point and you're at least trying to do something, man, I commend you, because it's not healthy and you will have problems. It's going to affect you. Your immune system, everything is being taxed by the excessive weight, the stress on your organs. So, and at the same time, if you're overly, underweight, where you're not getting enough nutrients, you could be also taxing your system. So keep a balance, man. Be happy about yourself, but don't try to trick yourself into thinking you're happy when you're not happy with your body, because you know what you got to do to get it right. So, hey man, get it right, be healthy, however you choose to eat, just be smart about it. And at the end of the day, man, just realize that whatever you put into your body eventually has to come out through either perspiration, some type of secretion, urination, taking a shit, something. So your body can only filter so much. So you put too much shit in, you're going to be turned into a piece of shit. So Big Herc 916, man, holler at me, man. And hey, let's all love each other and not body shame.